Some of the key reasons for people going abroad, the parts of the study abroad experience which are still relevant in the next 5 to 10 years. Do you really need to study abroad in 2025? Let's look at the why, how and what of this question before I tell you what information is relevant to you to make the decision of studying abroad or staying in India. Some of the key reasons for people going abroad over the last decade or even before that was a combination of better universities and a stronger academic offering, work opportunities that they got access to when they returned home, the exposure they got from interacting with people across different cultures, and how easy it was to travel across Western countries because they were there. One of the biggest advantages of studying abroad was how professional and efficient the entire system felt. You were taught subjects in a manner that felt hands-on and applied. So you were not solving equations for the sake of it, but were actually shown how those concepts connected to real-world problems. So instead of mechanically doing differential equations, you understood how they applied to, say, numerical simulations or real-life engineering challenges. There was also certain prestige attached to well-known foreign universities, which naturally opened the door to better job opportunities and higher salaries. But beyond that, studying abroad helped people build confidence by interacting with people across different cultures, to navigating different accents, to understanding different personality types. It gave them a well-rounded global skill set. On a practical level, it helped people approach problems in a more hands-on and real-world manner. It just felt more intuitive. They learnt by experimenting and thinking pragmatically and not just memorizing for exams. That's exactly the kind of mindset employers look for. People who can solve real-world problems, not just ace a test. Plus, the exposure to different cultures and the chance to interact with people from across the world really sharpened their communication skills. It taught them how to connect with diverse teams. And that's what makes someone a great leader. Back then, most of these skills and opportunities just weren't as accessible in India, unless you got into a top-tier university which opened doors, but still left several gaps. Around 20 years ago, it was mostly the upper middle class who went abroad to build those missing skills. In the last decade, more of the middle class started moving too, because creating a fulfilling life in India across education, work, lifestyle felt much harder. There are many, many reasons for that, but I won't get into them in this video. It's really important to recognize which parts of the study abroad experience have now become redundant things which you can now easily get in India. Take curriculum, for example. Top Indian schools have seriously upgraded and universities are adapting fast. Personally, I don't think having a foreign degree will give you as much leverage anymore. I have hired people and I couldn't care less where your degree is from. If you can't showcase the skills that the company needs, you're not getting hired. Another one is exposure. Gen Z already has plenty. They've done internships, part-time gigs, been in diverse spaces around different types of people, and thanks to social media and online learning, they've seen more than most millennials did at their age. I interact with 20-somethings all the time. They're sharp, self-aware, and their energy is contagious. Honestly, I learn a lot from them. The parts of the study abroad experience which are still relevant are interaction with other nationalities, traveling across the world more easily, access to work opportunities which are not easily accessible to most Indians who graduate from lesser known universities in India, and freedom and safety at multiple levels. This last point is more significant for women in India. I wouldn't list money as a relevant reason though. Yes, you earn a lot more abroad, but you don't end up saving as much. If you're curious why, let me know. I'll break it down for you. So, how can you bridge these gaps today? If I was 17 or 18 now, I would probably not go abroad to study. And that's not because my experience wasn't valuable. It absolutely was. But it happened in a different time. Today, the world looks very different. If you want a similar exposure and growth pattern, choose your college in India wisely. The kind that attracts MNCs with global ties. Look for programs that offer a year abroad, which has exchange programs with international students or partnerships with global offices. Be clear with employers. You want global exposure. When you're strategic about it, transferring to a UK, US or Germany office becomes much more doable. As for travel, there are tons of budget-friendly international trips now organized in India. Save up for a couple of years. You will easily manage it. You don't need to be abroad full-time to get the abroad experience. Thanks to social media and global access, you can create the life you want while living and working in India. And honestly, I have felt a lot more safe in most Indian cities than I did in London. But I also really respect my gut feeling, so it keeps me safe. Else you can be in trouble anywhere. I was watching this video one day and Tanmay Bhatt was being interviewed, and one of the things he said stayed with me, which was, we live in a time of ands. You can be in a job and work on a passion project that you get to monetize later. I feel a very strong energy of growth in India. The mentality around work, what is valuable and what people are looking for has drastically changed. Whether you are in India or abroad, the real question is, how willing are you to learn, unlearn, and upgrade your skills to stay relevant? Just getting a foreign degree or some overseas experience isn't enough anymore. If you're planning to study abroad, ask yourself, what is the reason? Is it truly something that you can't get in India? Also, with changing politics in many first world countries, visa rules could shift. Are you sure you want to live there long term? If you're not going abroad, I hope you're not blindly following the old model of get into a top college, get an MNC job and move up the ladder. Because in the next 5 to 10 years, this formula will not exist. I am unsure if people will even go to universities. The digital world is evolving too fast. So the real question is, which skills do you think will secure your future? If you like my reflections, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and do share this video. Thank you for watching.